Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. A little different video for you guys today. We are actually physically on the road headed to Virginia Beach. We literally pulled off here at the side and you're going to get to come along with us as we sell options. We always tell you guys that options are a work anywhere job. If you've got service and you've got a phone, you can sell options. Obviously we do it on Robinhood, which makes it a little easier, but it's almost 9:30. It's almost time to start selling here. We are somewhere. Where are we? West Virginia?
Almost to the Virginia line, I think.
Yeah, so we just basically pulled off at a McDonald's and we're getting ready to sell options, and you're going to come along with us and we'll show you how we make basically 25% of our income. The dividends do the heavy lifting, but about 25% of our income is options, so watch how easy it is to do it anywhere. Alright guys, so here we go. Now first things first, we gotta have our reading glasses on to be able to see what the heck we're doing. Now, I'm gonna be selling on about 60 grand worth. And what are you gonna be selling on?
About 20 grand.
About 20 grand worth? Alright. So our numbers are gonna vary, but we're just about to market open, as you guys can see. Now, we're going to do our calls first. That's just how we do it. Other people may do it differently. But we're going to try to not talk over each other as we're doing this, but this might get interesting real quick because we've never tried to dual sell and dual film.
Usually we just do it and we talk about it afterwards.
That's a lot of things. Alright, so as we wait for the market to open, I've got a call on ClearSpark I've got to do. What do you got calls on you got to do?
I have a call on QS, and I also have some calls on UNG.
Alright, so we'll wait for the market. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go sell my CleanSpark trade options. Go out for a week, and I'm going to do an $11 call. So at the top it says sell call, $11 call. Going for 3 to 6, so I'm going to put a sell order in. Go ahead and do it for 4, see if it fills. Boom.
Alright, I am doing a QS call for $9.50. Says that I'm going to get $10. Hit sell, and that's just for one contract.
Alright, now I turned off my notifications because it would drive everybody nuts.
Okay, I'm doing another UNG call this time, and it is for $12.50. I'm going to do 2 of those, and it says I'll get $3 each.
Alright, now I'm going to do a put on CleanSpark to bring my cost average down. I'm going to go ahead and do the $9. It says $11 is what I'll get, so we'll go ahead and put that in. That filled.
I am going to do a Soxel put, $23.50. Says I'll get $19.
Alright. I'm going to do a TQQQ put. So I'm going to probably go out a little bit more here to be a little safer. So let's go down to the 87. And if this fills, I should get $43 for this one.
I am going to do a bull put. I'm going to go down to the $13 one, which is 86%. Says I will get $11 for that.
Okay, I'm going to go do a SoFi put. I'm going to go down to probably the 87, which is 12 currently. So if it fills, I'll get $12. Yep, it filled.
I am going to do a Riot put. Initially I'd marked 11.5. But it's at 83% now, so I'm going to go on down to $11, and it says that I will get $5 for that one.
Alright, I'm going to do a Carnival cruise line, and it is pretty high. It's at $31 share price right now, which is That's pretty high, honestly. So I'm going to do the 83%, which is 30, which I really don't feel super comfortable with, but I've done well with Carnival, so we're going to hope they hold for this week at that price. And it filled.
I am going to do a SoFi 22.5 put. It says 89%, and I should get $9 for that.
All right, I'm going to do one on Bull, which is Weeble. And we're going out for the week. Sell a put. I'm probably going to go down to the 85%, which is 14, 16, 15. It's jumping all over. It says 15. We'll see if it fills. Boom, it filled.
I am going to do a $14 NVDX put, and it says 89%, and I should get $10 for that.
All right, I'm going to do a TNA put, which is leveraged on the Russell. I'm going to do 85%, which should bring in about $15. That filled. So you probably are starting to get near your limit, aren't you?
It showed, I think I still got about 7,000.
Nice. Well, I'm going to go do an American Airlines put. Well, no, I'm not. Premium's not very good on American Airlines today, so I'm going to go see if Rocket has anything. RKT, trade options. Market is dropping today, guys, so certain ones are going to be good, certain ones are not. I'm going to go do a $17 put on Rocket. Should get me $9, it says. And it filled. Next, I'm going to do Soxel. So, trade options, going to go up for the week. Alright, with Soxel at 27, I already have one out 25 that I sold out last week. But I'm not going to get greedy because the market's dropping. So I'm going to go down to 87%. I'll accept $17 for this trade. And I think that's a good safe play.
I think I'm going to do another Soxel at $23 put, which is 89%. It says I'll get $15.
That's probably a pretty good trade, honestly. So I'm going to go do one that is kind of dangerous. I mean, I'm not going to say it's dangerous, but it's a company that's having some issues, which is B. Riley Financial. It tickers Riley. NASDAQ's on their butt to turn in their financial paperwork, and because of that, it's causing a lot of controversy, and it's a low-price stock with good premium, which there isn't a bunch of right now. So the 4.5 says it's pulling 3, so I'm going to put it in at 0.03, but obviously there's not a lot of volume, so we'll see if it fills.
Money bags over here just keeps going.
Yeah.
I'm done. I'm at 23 for mine,
So I don't know if that's going to fill or not, but we're going to continue on. And I think that I'm going to do another Soxel. Yeah, we are. So go out to 29th. So we're at 27 right now as the share price of Soxel. So I'm going to go down in between the two I already have and do the $24. And that should get me 22 if it fills. Now, with the market going down, these leveraged products are pulling crazy premium, which is great, but some are not as good as others. So, you done over there?
I'm done.
You're done. All right, let's see if there's anything under Norwegian Cruise Line. Yeah, a little. It's not great. I'm going to do the 80% for $15 on 24. So if that fills, I'll get $15. And it filled. So now we got to go back and see if I've got anything sitting unfilled. And actually, I'm going to do one more and call it. I'm going to go do a UNG. And I'm going to do a put out till Wednesday. Well, there's not very good premium out till Wednesday. Let's see what it is till Friday. It's still not very good. But we'll go ahead and do that at 6. And we will call that a wrap. So what we're going to do now is go add up all of our numbers together and let you know how much we made. But like I said, this accounts for like 25% or 20% of what we make a month. But literally it takes this long. Now throughout the week we will buy back and resell out and stuff to increase these numbers. But kind of shows you what a Monday morning is like for us working. That took all of about 10 to 15 minutes. So let's get our numbers together and we'll get back with you. All right, so we just figured out all the numbers. Now, we were really conservative today, so the premium was not as good. Plus, the market's dropping, which makes standardized companies, you'd think you would make more, but the leveraged is where you make the real big money. So, honey, why don't you tell me about the numbers here and who made what?
Okay, so I made $87 in my options, and you made $188.
So in 10 minutes this morning, sitting in a McDonald's parking lot in the middle of West Virginia, how much did we make together?
We made a total of $275.
Now, I don't think there's anything wrong with spending 10 minutes to make $275. Now, we will, like I said, wait. The market's going to recover more than likely this week and go up, and then our options value will go down, which means we'll be able to buy them back for like $1. And when we get to that point, we'll buy them back and then we'll sell something else out for the rest of the week to make even more money this week. So that number will probably turn into about $350 by the time everything's said and done, normally. This has been a very choppy market and has not been the best, but it shows you how simple just literally selling options is as a side hustle. Even if you work an office job, if you can get a break at 9:30, like if you start at 7 and they like let you take your break at different times, if you can get on a thing where you take your break about 9:30, 10 o'clock, you can get out there and make some money in this options market. And especially if you're very conservative, like you saw us selling quite far out of the money to protect the fact that we're not going to get assigned. So,
but you can literally do it anywhere.
That's the whole thing of this video. The whole point of this is to show you that it doesn't matter where you are, what you're doing. You can never have to be too busy. Now, if you don't have service, you usually, like if we were on the road, we'd have service, we'd go find a McDonald's and latch onto their Wi-Fi to do this.
Or a library.
Or coffee shops. Or I believe even some of the bigger gas station chains now are offering Wi-Fi. So there's opportunity. If you want it, you can make it happen. And as you saw today, we made $275 in 10 minutes. So go ahead and take some time, learn more about selling options. I think you'll greatly be, well, I think you'll actually be ecstatic with the results, because I know we are. But it's just another tool in the toolbox to become financially independent, if not, fully semi-retired like us. But now we got to get back on the road, honey.
No, because you know what the best part about doing options at McDonald's is?
What's that?
You're gonna buy me iced coffee.
Let me tell you something. You're gonna get in that app, and we're gonna get that $1 deal for an iced coffee. Is that okay with you?
It's fine with me.
All right, guys. So we gotta go get iced coffee. We will see you guys in the next one.
Go get my iced coffee.
Really?